Okay, let's see who is having the worst week in baseball. We have 6 options. The first option is White. All right, but we're going to decide who's having the worst week, okay?
Okay.
That's how this works.
All right.
White Sox's Lance Lynn ejected after tossing a belt at umpire during foreign substance check.
Wow. Why stop at tossing? Why not, give a little whip?
So basically what happened was Lance Lynn, he was coming off the field. He came off the field. He went into the dugout, and then the umpires were like, whoa, we got to do the foreign substance check. And Lance Lynn was a little upset, so he threw his belt at the umpire, like onto the railing. And then they were like, yo, you can't throw your clothes at us. And they ejected him.
Yo, you can't throw your clothes at us, bro.
Bro, throw your clothes at us, bro. I think that's what the quote in the article says.
Wow. Yeah. We don't do laundry here. We do substance checks. That's what we do.
Yeah. And so,
this was very like, this was all fun and stuff in the first week when they were doing the substance checks. And now it's just like, dude, just come on. Everybody's doing it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you're going after like, you're like a Cy Young candidate. Like, don't like fuck that up. Maybe he did it intentionally because he was afraid that he would give up. Maybe he felt that like his arm was going out. And so he was afraid that he would mess up his ERA. So he threw the belt so he would get ejected.
The subheader of this article says he flipped his belt at the umpire from the dugout, earning him an early shower. So maybe that was Daddy's little treat, was get to go get my shower a little early. Don't have to wait till the end of the game. Maybe that's why he did it.
Are you hungry? Do you want a treat? What's up with this daddy's little treat thing?
Just calling back, man. Just doing callbacks. It's just comedy.
Who's having the worst week in baseball? Let's see. Bo Bichette.
Oh, I saw this.
Bo Bichette got stung by a bee mid-inning. That's rough.
Man, it would have been awesome if his dad, like Dante Bichette, was in the audience. He came out with like the Neosporin and everything.
No, he came out with like Bo's allergic.
Buddy, it's okay.
No, Bo's allergic. They're all like, "Who is an EpiPen?" And his dad's like, "I got one." And his wife is there. He's like, "Get it out of the purse." And he runs onto the field, like stabs it in. And Bo's like, "All right, I'm fine. I got the adrenaline. I'm ready to finish the inning."
Oh man,
where's the worst place? Oh, have you ever been stung by a bee?
When I was a kid, I did.
Oh, it's been that long.
It's been that long.
Damn, you're
my
a lucky
wife just
boy.
got stung by a bee this week twice.
Yeah,
oh,
she's an unlucky lady.
It was one angry bee. Let me tell you, one angry bee.
So I was gonna ask, what's the worst place you've been stung by a bee? So I could tell you the worst place I've been stung by a bee. Anyway, so the worst place I've been stung by a bee was I was stung by a bee in the fucking New York City subway. In the subway.
When you said what's the worst place you've been stung by a bee, I thought you were talking about like where on the body.
No, location.
I was like, where's this going, Max? Where's this going?
it was in the subway and on my dick. No, I'm just kidding. It was
No, but like the subway
Think about it.
suck because you have to play it cool too. You can't be like,
no, ow! I did not play it cool. I was like,
you didn't. You had a public freak out.
I was like, what the fuck? Because I also wanted people to know that there was a bee on the fucking subway.
They gotta know. Have you seen those videos, those subway videos where there's like rats and shit that are like climbing up sleeping people on the subway? Like people, and everybody is just so. Nobody says anything because everybody's trying to play it cool. And like, I'm just like, I would be screaming if something like that happened.
Yeah.
People just play it so cool on the subway. I don't know why.
Yeah. I can play it cool, but when getting stung by a bee like hurts, I mean, I didn't play it. It wasn't like, I was just like, what the I mean, I wasn't like super crazy about it, but it's just, being on the subway always sucks, and then getting stung by it was just like, what the I'm commuting. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Bo, I feel you, bro. It's not a great week to have. Bo Bichette. Here we go. Ready for the next one?
Yep. Let's do it. Oh yeah.
So Jomboy of Jomboy Media, he's this guy. He's like from New Jersey. He's a Yankee fan. He has a podcast, and if you ask me, it's a little played out. He participated in the the sausage race in the Brewers thing. It's when people dress up as sausages and they race around the park. And he fell flat on his face during the sausage race.
Didn't he like injure himself too? Like he said he had some injury after that.
Well, Ben, I actually have an update if you want to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Tonight, I could not walk, and I was in pain, just kind of laying down in a bed, excruciating pain. So we're getting better. The hamstring's getting better. It's still pretty bad. Too much information. The worst thing is sitting on a toilet seat. It hurts a lot.
Yeah. Wow. He's having a pretty bad week. He's having trouble sitting on the toilet.
That might be worse than a bee sting.
Yep, and a little too much information. But
and
there you go, Ben.
On top of that, to suffer the humiliation of losing the sausage race. God,
he said that
an embarrassment.
That Christian Yelich was laughing right in his face as well.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, what's his face is still a Cy Young candidate. I don't think Jomboy is.
Right? No.
Mm-mm. No.
Nope.
So there you go. I think
just being in that sausage costume, it shaved 35 minutes off of his life.
Well, sure. Yeah. Oh, if you think, I mean, based on, if all he needs to do is eat a bunch of salmon, beans, and cereal,
then he'll be good,
dude. You can live forever. I know. After this, I'm just gonna eat a bunch of fucking Lucky Charms. I'm gonna fucking live forever.
Hell yeah!
Discover the fountain of youth, and no one is paying attention to
Nobody's listening.
That's what's wrong with this country.
Oh yeah, here we go.
A Braves fan forgets how legs work at the possible time was the title of this article.
Time. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Do you want to say what happened, Ben?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, like I love watching freeze race videos at the Braves Stadium. I think it's like one of the best things that they do at Braves Stadium. One of the only good things you could say, considering they do a lot of horrible things there. But having said that, like there are so many videos on YouTube of guys thinking that they're like gonna beat the freeze. That's his name, right? The freeze.
Yeah, it's called Beat the Freeze.
Beat the Freeze. So there's so many guys that are like so cocky and they're like waving their arms and laughing as they think they're about to come through, and the freeze, of course, just like blast past them every single time, and it's always hilarious. But every now and then some joker falls right as he's about to win, and that's what happens in this one.
Do you want to explain what Beat the Freeze is for the listeners who don't know what you're talking about?
Okay, so there's one fan gets plucked from the audience and they have to run all the way across the warning track from one end to the other. But they get like, I want to say, is it like a 5-second start or something like that? Yeah, maybe even longer. It feels like longer.
5 to 10 seconds.
They usually
get a huge head start.
They get a huge head start. They usually get to about center field before the freeze is able to start his
run.
They're
racing a guy who's probably who's like a former professional sprinter.
Yeah, he's really fast
in a suit that's like teal colored. So he's called the Freeze or something.
Yep, he's wearing like goggles and all this. Yeah, it's fun.
And he always beats them like 99% of the time.
Yeah. Do we have a video of this? Do we have a GIF?
Well, we don't have a video, Ben, but
just the audio.
Yes, okay. But I'll explain what happened. So basically, this guy thought he was going to beat the freeze, and as he approached the finish line, he put his hands up, and right as the freeze was approaching, he tripped and fell flat on his face, and this shit went viral, and it's really hilarious, but I do have some commentators talking about it. So I have this, and it's pretty great stuff.
Look at this guy go. This guy is beautiful. Look at this guy. He thought he was going to win. Exactly. Oh, that's where he belongs, right in the dirt.
That's where he belongs, right in the dirt.
I like how in the beginning he says, this guy is beautiful.
He's amazing. Fuck this guy, belongs in the dirt.
He goes from, I like it describing, this guy's beautiful. This guy is fucking beautiful. He really goes to the full spectrum. This guy's fucking beautiful. I want to marry this man. Oh no, I hate this fucking guy. He should go in the dirt. I want to divorce this guy.
It's the highs and lows of racing the freeze.
And this
That's what it is.
So he really completely face plants. He's completely.
That's what the freeze is all about.
He's kissing the ground. That's what the freeze is all about.
Because you have that initial high and then it immediately goes low once you see the freeze passing you to the finish line. That's the spirit of the freeze.
It's very similar to the milk crate challenge.
I was just going to say, we're having a lot of stories about people falling on their faces today.
What's next? Is fucking TikTok gonna ban beat the freeze? Races? I mean, what's next? We gotta protest, man. I'm going to TikTok headquarters.
Our freedoms for racing the freeze, they're being taken away every day.
I was just thinking, like, where is TikTok headquarters? I think it's actually in China. We have to go to fucking China. Ben and I are going to be podcasting from China next week,
man, folks. The government and our freedom,
society, laws.
The Constitution, man. It's all in the Constitution, bro. That we can do freeze races.
Amendments. All right. Who else is having weeks?
Man, there's so many people having a bad week.
Oh,
the Padres, of course.
Well, the Padres themselves are having a bad week because they're.
That's what I thought this was just the Padres. The Padres are having a bad week.
They are entirely, but specifically the Padres have blamed it on someone. Yeah. The Padres dismissed pitching coach Larry Rothschild.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna blame. They found a scapegoat.
Well, look. From the little bit that I've heard about this story online, it sounds like he does kind of have a reputation on all the teams he goes to for pitchers getting injured a lot. So maybe he's teaching them something that is causing injuries. I don't
know about all the teams he's gone to because he was on the Yankees for a really long time. So he just
Yankees, the known injured team that gets injured quite frequently every year that has people like Luis Severino. Yeah, okay. Just checking.
No. I'm just saying because you said all the teams he goes to, and I just want to be like clear. It's just like two teams. So I just want to say it's not like it's like an epidemic,
right? So, but it's starting to become
two teams. So were the Padres have a bunch of Padres pitchers besides Yu Darvish been getting injured?
Denelson Lamet also kept getting injured several times this year. I think there were some relievers that got injured. Kirby Yates last year got injured pretty bad, and then they traded him to Toronto. So yeah, there's been some problems. Yeah.
And they've also just been, not doing well. I mean, I think that Larry, he does get a bad rep in general. I think that he does have some good qualities, but
sure, yeah.
The fact of the matter,
he wouldn't be in that position if he wasn't.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is he's very old school, and I think it's his time to go.
To move on
from being a head pitching coach.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees replaced him with Matt Blake, who is much younger and comes from Driveline, and Driveline is where all of modern pitching strategy comes from, and they know what they're doing, and they use all of the cameras and high-speed pitching stuff, and it's where everything comes from. It's where all pitching evolution comes from, and Larry doesn't have the tools or expert, it's just not
interesting.
He's old school. You need to, if you're not working with Driveline, which is where everything is coming out of, you're going to be left in the dust. And I just think Larry is, if you're going to hire a new pitching coach, you have to have someone that's in connection with Driveline. I think
they should also blame Larry for Adam Frazier being so bad. Will Myers, Eric Hosmer. Put it all on Larry.
No, I mean, I do think it's like a bit scapegoaty.
It is a little bit. Yeah,
I do think
they felt like they had to make a move because they put so much money on the field. And it's not showing at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not totally Larry's fault, but, is he having a bad week in baseball? Yes, he is. But, hey, he's been a coach before. He's been managed. He's had a good career in baseball, and he's an older guy. So,
yeah.
Hey.
Look, the Padres, we should just start calling them the Mets of the NL West. That's what we should call them. Yeah. So much money on the field and so little performance.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. All right.
But you're not so quick to give them that harmful label.
No, because
nobody wants to be compared to the Mets.
It's just like the Padres have been good at one point. Like the Mets have never been good at one point in recent years. Like weren't the Padres good last year?
Yeah, ish. They were good. They'll probably be much better when Mike Clevinger
I have faith
comes back
that the Padres can maybe find themselves again this year. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It sucks for them that they're in this. Look, if they were in a different division, it'd be a different story. But they're in the division with the Giants and the Dodgers, who are just both amazing teams.
Maybe they can make the Wild.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The Reds. The Reds are the one that are going to push them out. Probably. I think.
I don't know. Larry, it does suck to get released in August. It's what?
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, this is real scapegoaty. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? I don't know. It's real kind of it's not even the middle of the season. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? What is this gonna fix?
Mm-hmm.
Did he do anything? I don't know. It's a little silly. Whatever. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the last one. Did you see this?
Okay. No, I haven't seen this.
Oh my god! But you can just see the picture.
I can see why you put it on here. I really want to see the video. We don't have the video.
You can look it up. Brutal swing and miss goes viral. I don't include the video because we have audio listeners. And also it's hard to show videos on a slideshow. So Javier Baez brutal swing and miss goes viral. So it went very viral on Twitter. Is that how you say his name? Is it Baez? Is it Baez? I feel very bad about this. He's a player on the Mets. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name.
I'm watching it now.
You can look it up. It's Javier Baez. Is that Baez, Ben? It's Baez.
Yeah, Javi Baez. Yep.
Baez. Okay, just checking.
No, I just watched it. It's a 13-second clip on YouTube. Wow. Yeah, he really swings through that one. My goodness.
This guy, listeners and watchers who are looking at this picture, right? You can actually really see how far away the ball is. He swings at a ball that is about 30 feet off of the plate in front of him.
And he's swinging like it's above the strike zone too. And this ball is clearly really low and away.
This is the worst swing I've ever seen. Think about it.
Don't hold back, Max. It's the Mets.
Have you seen a worse swing?
I'm sure you could find them if you really wanted to.
No, but
it's pretty bad.
Seen a worse in your memory? Terrible. Can you think of a worse swing right now?
I can't.
Yeah.
But you know what? Baez wasn't swinging like that before he got traded to the Mets. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, they're curves. The Mets, it's like the Jets. Jets got a Jet, Mets got a Met. They're so Metty, dude. They're so positive, dude. Pete Alonso is still just smile. Just believe. Horseshoes and rainbows, everybody.
Yep.
Just eat salmon, guys. We're going to live forever. It's me, Pete Alonso.
It's funny that Rizzo's doing so good on the Yankees, and then you have Bryant is doing so good on the Giants, and then you go check in on Javi Baez, and it's oh no.
Yeah, Lindor is sucking.
Lindor is so bad,
fucking
man.
Absolute shit.
Oh my god!
And they're all
weird. It's
don't
weird.
worry,
Carlos been terrible too.
I don't know, man.
There's something going on there. Something going on in Queens. I don't know what it is.
Something in the water.
Yeah.
Dude,
was that our last bad week?
Well, hold on. I just gotta. Yes. Hold on. So we have the final slide where you listen. We have close throw-in Lance Lynn.
Oh, this is awesome.
Bo Bichette, cooked sausage Jomboy, freeze beaten face planter, poor Larry, or within Javier.
Oh, you know
what?
So
we get to decide.
I already know my choice. It's within Javier.
I think it's within Javier
because that's just look, Jomboy, at the end of the day, like Jomboy, it's embarrassing and everything, but that gives him views. That gives him more subscribers. That's good content for him. Bichette, that little Neosporin's
bee sting. He didn't get allergic. Didn't need a close throwing Lance Lynn.
Lynn's on a playoff
ERA
team.
is lower because of it. Playoff team, easy division.
Poor Larry. Look, he'll land on his feet somewhere.
The face planter, we don't know his identity. Nobody knows his identity. He's going to be okay.
He's going to be fine. And he lost to the Freeze. That's cool enough as it is to lose.
Poor
to the
Larry. He's at the end of his career. Like
he'll be okay. He'll be okay. He's respected.
He's rich.
Yep.
He's fine.
It's Whiffin' Javier. Whiffin' Javier takes the crown.
Basically just Whiffin' Javier because he's on the Mets.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, could we just also add the Mets in general? Because they're having a bad year.
But also, like, that shit went so viral. Like, I know you missed it, too, but that shit was all over
embarrassing.
Twitter.
That's embarrassing.
Like, also, like, just remember, like, not only was it on Twitter, like, also, like, he has to deal with the New York sports media, like,
it's crazy because he's such a good player. He's such a good player.
Think about how popular like sports radio actually is in New York. I think I tuned in that day because New York sports radio is actually fun to listen to because some of the commentators, some of them are fucking terrible, but some of them are good. And some of the callers are just like insane people, so they're funny. And so like they were talking about him to just so you get so much media attention when something like that happens.
Yeah,
terrible week for Javier Baez. Man,
I look. I feel for him. I feel for Lindor. I feel for some of these guys who were like all stars previously, and then they come to the Mets, and all of a sudden they just lose it. They just have lost.
Yeah.
It.
But like
it's like that moment in Space Jam where Charles Barkley gets like the talent taken away from him. It's like they all touch the ball or something.
Yeah, but just cut the positivity bullshit. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do like I mean like they're not on the Yankees. Like if they did that, they would be crucified, but don't do that. It's not a good look. People don't like it, especially in New York. It's not just
get angry and get winning.
Or just be quiet. The positivity, people are going to be mad at you. You know, it's not a good look, especially in New York. Stop it. It's bad.
There you go.
So I don't think it's a good look in any. Actually, I don't think it's a good look in any state, but particularly New York. Right. No.
So I'm just going to underline your point here. Max hates positivity.
I really, it's true, but I do think it's a bad look.